The mileage this bike gave around. Hello to people, today we have this new Bs6 Ntorq race edition with us. So today we'll be looking out the three things of this bike. First we'll be doing the short city ride mileage test of this bike, and then we'll be doing the specifications. We'll be seeing the specifications, and then we'll be doing the short braking test and acceleration test of this bike. So I'm having this 1 liter of petrol, so I'll be filling it in this Bs6 Ntorq race edition. This bike is completely low now, so that I'll be filling this fuel so that it gets fueled with 1 liter of petrol, so that I'll be checking out the mileage in this. So I have filled this vehicle with 1 liter of petrol. Okay, now it's time to take this bike for a short test ride inside the city to test the mileage and the specifications, and to see the braking test and acceleration test and how it performs. So I'll be setting the trip meter to 0 now. Okay, now trip meter is set to 0. We'll be checking out the mileage later. So acceleration is so good in this bike. It's really smooth and pulls out really well when you pull out the torque. Okay, now we'll stop this bike and we'll see the specifications and features they have given. First I'll be telling you the difference between the BS4 and BS6. In BS4 you'll not be getting the fuel injection engine, and in BS6 you'll be getting the fuel injection engine, which makes the bike more smoother and more fuel efficiency and more mileage it will be giving. So you can see the design. It is like T means TVS, I guess. So they are given the LED lights in this. So this is how it looks, the race edition. And the front, the design are really good. I mean, the laser cut is really good actually in this. It looks more premium, and the quality looks good. The paint quality is also really good. These are the fiber parts. So all these are the fiber parts. The exhaust design is also so good. Getting this, so front you will be getting this telescopic suspension, which makes more comfortable to ride in the speed breakers, and if the roads are not proper, this will be very good to ride in the city. You will be feeling more comfortable. You don't feel any type of stress or pain or any back you will be getting this gas filled hydraulic type shock absorber, which means it absorbs more much of shock to feel the more comfortable and in the riding in any type of off-roading, or not pure off-roading, the roads in India are like off-roading only. So in that you will be feeling more comfortable, and you don't feel any sort of stress. And these are the indicators, and this is the tail light. You'll be getting this tail light, and this is also more beautiful in this. They'll be giving the external fuel cap here. So this bike is powered by 124.79cc single cylinder fuel the fuel injection engine, which produces around 9.4 HP at 7500 rpm and 10.5 Newton meter of torque at 5500 rpm. Okay, now we'll be looking out the seat, the back seat and all. So when you turn this key to the left, the external fuel cap opens, and when you turn it to the right, the seat opens, and this is the 22 liters capacity seat you'll be getting. You can't keep the much more bigger helmets, the full helmets. You can just keep the off helmet also, 2 helmets also. And they have given the external the charging port in this, so that you can charge your phones and keep it over here. And there is a light during the night time. So this is how it is in the back seat. Okay, now I'll be showing you the displays and all. I mean the instrument cluster. So in this instrument cluster there is an helmet warning symbol to wear the helmet, and there is a trip 1, trip 2, and there is a time, and this shows the odometer, and there is an eco mode and power mode. When you ride below the 50 it shows in eco mode, and power mode goes above that, above 60. Here shows that if any default in the engine, it shows here yellow color light, and if there is a fuel low it shows here. The indicators, you'll be getting the indicators warning here, left and right, and you'll be getting this high beam, low beam, and this is quill switch, on switch. So this is the pass light, so you will be seeing this pass light. So this is the pass light, and the foot pegs qualities are really good. This is a metal, this is not fiber, this is a metal, this is also a metal. Okay, now I'll be showing you the height. The height is like my height is like 5'10", so this bike is very comfortable for me. If you are like 5'3" to 5'10", it will also be comfortable. For above 6 feet, this bike will not be, it will not look good, but it will be comfortable. But above 6 feet it will not be looking good for the people, but for me it is right. And the pillion comfortability is also really good. Seat is also really good, you don't feel much of stress in this, and there is a lot more of space in front also, so that you can keep much of luggage here. Okay, and coming to this, there is an external cap to open like this, so that you can hang the things here. Okay, the things are really good in this bike, man. And this cost is around 99,000 for race edition in Bangalore, and 94,000 for a normal edition. So there is a difference of like 4 to 5,000 between the race edition and the normal edition. Okay, now I'll be showing you the exhaust note, how it sounds. So this is how the exhaust sounds. I thought that in Bs6 maybe the exhaust sound will be really slow and smooth, but that is not in this case. Bs6 exhaust is also same like a Bs4. There is no much of sound difference. Both are same. Like sound is really good in this compared to Active and Dio. The sound is like aggressive and more really good. And front is like disc brake, and back is like drum brake. So the brakes are really good. And front is like disc brake, and back is like drum brake. So the brakes are really good. And the ground clearance is also like 155 mm. You can see the ground clearance is like 155 mm. So it is really good for the Indian roads, because the speed breakers are really high. Capacity is like 5 liters in this, the tank capacity, the fuel tank capacity. The combined braking system option in this. The combined braking system means when you hold this brake, when you hold this front brake, the back brake also works in this. So this is all combined braking system. When you hold one brake, both brake works, the rear and front. So that is how it works. When you hold the rear brake, the front also works. So that is how the combined system works. Okay, now I'll be riding inside the city, and I'll be showing you the braking and acceleration test. Okay, now we'll test this bike acceleration. Bike acceleration feels really good in this bike compared to Honda Dio, Activa. This bike acceleration is really good. There is no any sort of power reductions I feel in the Bs6. It is same as Bs4. Okay, now we'll test the braking. can see the braking is really good. The combined braking system works really good in this. The bike is really very smooth. I mean the engine, and there is no any sort of vibrations also in this. The handlebar is placed in a very right position. So that you can ride it sitting straight, or you can go down and you can ride. You don't feel any sort of stress, anything. You feel that more comfortable in this. The suspension is really good actually. Just really love this braking and the engine, man. It's so smooth and perfect. Wow. I feel that the bike is jerking now. Okay, bike is completely stopped now actually because of the petrol low. So the mileage gave around like 47 km per liter. That is actually a really very good, because the old Ntorq BS4 gave around like max like 40 km per liter. This is giving around like 47 km per liter. So that is really good because of the thanks to the fuel injection BS6 version. It's really good compared to the Honda Dio, I mean 6G, and compared to the Activa 6G and the Honda Dio, I'll be saying the difference. If you need more power, and much less mileage, you can go for this Ntorq, because it is really good and you will be getting lot more of features. If you need less power and more of mileage, you can go to the Dio BS6, and that is actually a really good, but there is no charger point in that. You will be getting the charger point in this, so that is the different. And Activa 60, if you are much lot of mileage and more comfortability, you can go for Activa 60. Looking for a more stylish version, you can go to race variant. If you are looking for a normal version, you can go to standard variant. So that is all for the day, and we'll wrap the video. So see you all in the next video. Until then, bye.